My name is Kirti. Today I am going to explain you about my project, and my project is all about calculating the family expenses using the Servicenow. Coming to the main aim of the project is it is using for the families to calculate their expenses efficiently, and it will be including the features such as categorization, budgeting, real-time tracking, and etc. The main aim of this project is to ensure a financial well-being within the family unit. So guys, now I had opened my PDI. I started this by creating a table and naming it as family expenses, and I created the family expenses table. And here I had created the six columns, and four was already created by default. And here I created the four columns, and that was named as the number column, expense details, date, and the amount columns. I want to make the number field auto number, so I was going to opening it. And now we need to click on the advanced view. And by opening the advanced view option, we will be seeing the default value option. Here I will be going to use the checking the box, use dynamic default, and giving the default value as the get next padded number. And this is how we will be checking the box and giving the get next padded number to the dynamic default value. And now we will be going to the all option. And by clicking the all, we will be opening the number maintenance under the system definition. We need to open it. And here we will be giving the table name as the family expenses, and the prefix will be given as the MFA, and the number will be given as some random thousand, and we need to going to be submitting it. And here in the all, I will be opening the family expenses, and in that family expenses, when we will be opening the new, we can be displayed like this. And here we will be detailing about the date, amount, and the expenses details of the family expenses that will be stored. Here when we're giving there some random things, we will be getting displayed here as the some number comments as the what we are given, and the date and the expenses it will be 200. I had given it randomly for an example. And here in this table, when I was clicking here configure and form design, I will be opening as like this. This will be displayed as number, date, amount, and the expenses details. We need to adjust it, and I will be getting the amount to the under the number. And here this will be I'm managing it. The number field I had given it read only option, and for amount I had checked the mandatory option, and also for the date I had checked the mandatory option. And now I will be going to save this table, and I already created the daily expenses table. This is how I had created the daily expenses table. And I also created a few columns, and that could be expenses, comments, date, number, etc. And here I had made the number field auto number. Same as the previous step, here I had given the use dynamic default and checked this box and given the dynamic default value as the get next padded number. And now again I had went to all and searched for the number maintenance under the system definition, and I had opened the number maintenance. Here I had created the number new record as the daily expenses and given the prefix as the DFP, and number as the 1000 by default global, and the number of digits will be 7, and I will be submitting this. Here I will be opening in all daily expenses and opening that table, and here I will be opening this number. And here I have already assigned the comment and expenses with the date. And here I will be going to the configure form design. here I had created the number, expenses, date and the comments. And here I had given the number settings as the read only, and then I will be giving the expenses as the mandatory, and then I will be giving the date also as the mandatory, and here I will be checking the features and submitting them. And now I am going to create the relationship, and all we need to search for the uh, relation relationships under the system definition, and I'm going to opening it. And here I had given a relationship table as the daily expenses, and I'm opening it. And here I had given the applies to the table as the family expenses, and the queries from the table is given as the daily expenses. And in the family expenses table I will be going to the configure and going to the form design, uh, uh, and not the form design, I will be going to the related list, and I will be giving the selected as the daily expenses to the related list. Make the daily expenses to the right and saving it, and now I will be going to the business rules, and by searching in the all the business rules, we will be opening in the under the system definition business rules, we will be opening it. And here in the business rules I will be opening the family expenses BR table, and here I will be giving the table name as the daily expenses, and here I will be checking out the insert update options, uh, and here I will be opening the advanced option, and here this will be helping us when we had inserted the expenses, and if the date was already existed, it will be updating the date and will also updating the expenses details. And if the details were provided were the new, we will be getting the new row, and we will be getting the new date and the expense details. Again I will be opening the all, and will be checking for the relationships under the system definition, opening the relationships, and here I am going to the open daily expenses in the relationship and giving the query like this, and this is all about my project, which will be storing the dates and the amount of expenses spent on that day, and it will also be updating the dates and the expenses if extra amount was used on the particular same day. Finally, my project aims to get the up to date on family expenses and correct them, and having each and every idea regarding the expenses for a family on their particular expenses they are spending.